in terms of replenishing our earth. Sometimes people get frustrated. We get frustrated. On a personal level, sometimes we get frustrated and kind of undermotivated because we are not getting returns immediately. Sometimes in the world, when we put up schemes, when we put up ideas and other kind of business activities solely focused on our carnal instincts of the self and our flesh, sometimes we get returns quite soon. But in the long term, those returns are kind of meaningless because it's made within the carnal desire, within the energy of turmoil, and the small term, short term, fast gain will turn out to be something which is not desirable in the long term in terms of its reward potential. It will also turn out to be within the energy of turmoil and more towards a curse because it's entirely focused on the carnal self, on the body, without a larger purpose. And when we focus our activities, our mind, our soul, and our vision into the future, into our carnal desires alone, it is one of the most foolish things to do because we are negating the larger picture of the universe and then focusing on ourselves just like any other animal on earth. So the wisest thing and the most beautiful thing which we can do for ourselves, and the only thing which we should do for ourselves to have meaning in the yesterday, today and tomorrow of our small lives on earth, the speck of dust of a life on earth, is to transcend into the greater purpose of serving the future generation. And that is the most wisest thing which you can do for yourself and for ourselves, But we forget that because we are still within 50,000 years of evolutions, our minds, So that's the first thing we have to do, and begin with thankfulness. And as I said, to get into the state of thankfulness by which you are grateful for the very oxygen that we breathe, is very difficult because we are not just conditioned. We are not never ever taught in childhood to be grateful for the oxygen that you breathe, or to be grateful to the water that we drink, or to be grateful for the rains, or to be grateful for the sunlight when we walk out, or to be grateful for the trees which gives us fruits, which gives us nourishment, which gives us the oxygen. We are never taught that. And it seems to be that we take it for granted that everything in the earth should come to us for free, the free gifts of life. And that is one of the major causes for us to pollute the earth and then have all kinds of diseases and problems and calamities associated with global warming, because we've lost our basic kind of sense and purpose of being in resonance with the force which sustains our life on earth. So initially, when we move into the greater realm of the abundance of the universe, it is very difficult for us to be thankful. But you should take the first step and start to be thankful from morning, just 30 minutes, start with 30 minutes. Then make it to 1 hour in the day. You can do it while you're just sleeping or just about to get up. Try and be thankful for the oxygen that you're breathing. It's not try. Be thankful genuinely from your heart and soul. Do it in the afternoon also, if it's either 30 minutes or 1 hour when you're just napping or resting. And also during the night. So 3 times you kind of focused. And when you're being thankful, imagine a bright light coming into your mind, your soul, your body, and your entire being, and getting you into a bright light, getting you into the energy of the universe. You're in sync with the energy of the universe, and you're genuinely thankful for all the free gifts of life. Once you start to begin to do that over a period of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, in genuinity and with your heart, mind, and soul, you're no longer asking for the things that you require in the world. The blessings of abundance will start to flow in your life because you're doing it with genuinity, and you're also, your body, mind, and soul is one with the spirit of the universe, which sustains all life. Then you will see enormous blessings coming into your life. People will start to bless your life who's associated with the renewal of our earth in terms of the life of the future generations of the unborn children. You will germinate ideas which will germinate into the future, into absolute abundance, prosperity, health, wealth, and spiritual well-being. So initially, although it might be difficult, although it might be a small term difficulty, which might be just 1 or 2 weeks to start off, but once you start to begin to be thankful, over a period of 3 months, when you do it with genuinity, with genuineness, you will find your life being transformed. You will find that you're no longer asking, you're moving into abundance, because the concept of asking no longer exists. The universe knows what you require, and you're working along with the energies of the universe, which sustains all life, for the smallest children and everything around you, even including the oxygen that you're breathing as of now, the water that you're drinking, the seasons, the wind, the energy, the trees, the rains, the mountains, the glaciers which brings water into the rivers and the seas, and the entire system of the universe of abundance, So you're no longer asking about the cares of your flesh, and the universe knows what you require. You're working along with the people who will work with the energies of the future, for the unborn children of the future, and you'll be blessed immensely. You will receive contracts, you will receive gifts, you will receive blessings, you will receive everything that you require on earth, not from your extreme carnal point of view, but from the greater blessings of the universe, which will be much more than what you really desire. Let's move with the universal spirit of the universe, the universal spirit of the world, the source code of all life. Let's replenish our earth. We must understand that any kind of invention on our earth is for the betterment of humanity in terms of the real desire of the person inventing it generally, I'm talking about most of the inventions which we have had in the world. The basic desire was to help humanity to a large extent, I'm talking to a large percentage. But the same kind of discoveries can be used negatively by the energy of turmoil, So, what is it that makes your life meaningful in this world, At the end of the day, as humans, we are born, we procreate, we have children. And generations to come further. Now, I'm not talking about your own children also. It is the basic instinct between humans and all other species of life to procreate, and as humanity to develop, So once, over a period of every 70 to 100 years, new generations evolve into the earth, and the old passes away and become one with the earth. So it's a basic essence of the life of earth, the life of ourselves and every other living species on earth. So along with the universal energies, we should focus on things that will help us into the future. So when you are saying that you have discovered something, when we discover something for the good of humanity to the future, which includes the atomic energy, which is used to fuel power across different countries of the world, and among the most advanced countries of the world technologically, because it is one of the most cleanest energies without any kind of big impact on our earth. But on the other hand, it can be also very dangerous if it is not secured and seen that the atomic energy is secured in all kind of protection, so that the basic energy systems which provides electricity to countries in the world is also secured. It's the same with the atomic energy within a bomb, So it is actually made to defend a country, the greatest nations on earth and the most military powers on earth, the greatest of them, as we call, the greatest, have nuclear energies, nuclear bomb. And that's a deterrent to other countries not to invade the territory, and very well so. But what exactly is a nuclear bomb? It's a fission of the nuclear energies within certain compounds, which includes uranium. When they gel together, you should ask the top scientists as to how exactly the nuclear bomb works, but I'm talking in generally, it is the energy within the uranium which provides the energy to a nuclear bomb. And where does the uranium come from? It comes from nature. It is the energy stored within our world, within our earth. It is not made by anyone. That energy within the uranium is not made by a human. We've taken specks of dust from our earth and then made bombs out of them, and rightfully so, to defend. There can be a big debate on how many bombs might be required to defend a country, which includes a nuclear bomb. But at the end of the day, if it is used for defense, it's well and fine, but for offense it is not suitable. But if you're using it in terms of offense, it can lead to any kind of disaster, the worst kind of disasters, as we have seen in the past. So as we know, as of today, we can get not only into the atomic energy evolution, but we can also get into the greatest advancements of deep learning, by which, if we do not understand the future of ourselves in tune with the energies of the universe, any kind of greatest scientific discoveries in terms of deep learning, by which people can access the best of computer systems, the best of mind power in the world, and then if that same energy and the powers used by the artificial intelligence or the intelligence of the computer, and if that computer, the supercomputer which we are connected to, has the emotions, then as we know that we are no longer human, we are mostly machines then, which will be into the future, which will be another 50 years into the future. But the only difference in our evolution into the future will be, and the only question whether we will evolve into the future, into the next 1,000 years, will be if you are going to use the advancements and the technologies into the future in sync with the energies of the universe which sustains all life, in sync with the energies of the universe which sustains the smallest child in the world today and the unborn children into the future. If you're going to allow the energies to get into the turmoil energy, the inventions, the discoveries, there will be no future for the smallest child on earth, and there will be no big future, any kind of future for the unborn children of the earth, because the discoveries from today into the future would quadruple in terms of evolution of discoveries. Discoveries which have happened over a period of 10,000 years can quadruple in a matter of 10 to 20 years, 30 years, in terms of the advancements of technology. It works just like the numerical multiplication. Suppose you multiply 1 into 2 and then 2 into 2, it becomes 4. Then 4 into 4 goes to 16. And within a matter of 10 to 20 additions, it reaches an extraordinary figure. So such is the evolution which is happening as of now in terms of the new discoveries. So the only answer today is that we should have the larger percentage of population on earth, the larger percentage of people on earth working with the universal energies which sustain all life. And how is that possible? Is to get into a mindset of creativity, is to get into the mind of the creative source of the universe, the creative source of God, the source code of our life. Today and into the future, let's replenish our earth.